Good morning and welcome to Sheffield railway station. Now, normally when I catch a train from here that's bound for Manchester, I skirt straight through the Hope Valley. It's a shame really, it's one of the most beautiful lines in the country. But today I'm going to put all that to rights. I'm inviting you to join me playing railway station Leapfrog, hopping on and off services to all 5 stations in the beautiful Hope Valley and Vale of Edale. We'll be travelling on northern trains and visiting 5 stunning Derbyshire villages. You're more than welcome to climb aboard with me on this Mike's mission.
This is a London train to Manchester Piccadilly. The next station will be Grindleford. The next station will be Grindleford.
Here we are at station number 1 out of 5, Grindleford. It tells us over there that Grindleford station is 545 feet above sea level. And what a peaceful spot this is. Can hear a stream trickling by, and of course birds. So we've just come through the Dorton Totley Tunnel, a huge feat of engineering. In fact, here it tells us a little bit about it. The tunnel was completed in 1893 and it's 3.5 miles long. When it was built, it was the second longest railway tunnel in Britain. And you come through the suburbs of Sheffield into the tunnel and then emerge here into the Peak District National Park. No blue skies yet, I'm afraid, but I'm told that this afternoon we're going to have lots of sunshine and the start of a 4-day heat wave. Let's see. We'll go and explore around Grindleford railway station. And there is the Totley Tunnel. So Grindleford is station number 1 today, and unless I have any mishaps or get on the wrong platform or whatever, then I'm going to spend an hour at 5 Peak District railway stations. So I'm going to have a little walk down this way into the woods and see what there is around Grindleford. Public footpaths this way. Now we're going in the opposite direction of Grindleford village, but I must say I've never been down here, this direction. There's a little map, look, that's helpful. I think we're going in the direction of a famous local landmark, Padley Gorge, which is a real honeypot in summertime. Yeah, here we are, beautiful Padley Gorge. Now I could spend half a day here exploring beautiful Padley Gorge, but I mustn't forget I'm on a tight schedule, an hour at each of the 5 stations, and it's time to be heading back to Grindleford station. This looks a lovely spot, but I'm not sure if I could live here. Do you think it's too far from the railway station? Or is it near enough? Here comes train number 2, which is going to take us to our next station. It's hardly going to be worth sitting down on here. We're only going to be on it for 3 minutes. So here we are in Hathersage. And the sun's not come out yet, but it's a few degrees warmer than it was in Grindleford, even though it's only 2 or 3 miles down the track. And station number 2 out of 5 also has some wonderful artwork. Look at this here. All different aspects of Hathersage. And look at those stylish properties over there. I'm sure they raised a few eyebrows when they were built. I quite like them. Visit the Peak District by train. Well, that's just what we're doing today. And over there it tells us that Hathersage station is 522 feet above sea level. And look, there's an advert there for Hathersage Pool. Yes, it's an open air pool in the village. Unfortunately, just not enough time to put the speedos on today because we've got another train to catch in about 50 minutes. Now, we've got an underpass here at Hathersage station. This is coming up in a forthcoming Mike's Missions, where we're going to be celebrating 2 very special anniversaries. Yet another Mike's Missions bin day. So just a 10-minute walk from the railway station and we've reached the centre of the village of Hathersage. And Hathersage is the largest village in the Hope Valley. Some of you may remember that the Mike's Missions camera has been to Hathersage before. We came here and I shared 3 amazing stories about the village. First of all, we saw the grave of a fictional character. That's right, you can get your head around that. Little John is buried at the parish church here in Hathersage. And we also went to the David Mellor showrooms. Now David designed much of the street furniture that we see around the country today. including our traffic lights. And then we also shared the story of the tragedy of the Hathersage needle grinders. They made needles for gramophones to give us all pleasure, but little did they know they were slowly killing themselves. We'll see if we can put a link on the end of this one to our Hathersage film. Right, a bit of refreshment needed, and then back to the station here for our third train of the day. Later this year, some friends of mine from a charity called Life Dronfield are going to be doing this challenge walk all the way from Manchester to Sheffield, and it takes in a dozen or more railway stations. Has no one told them there's a perfectly good train service? Back at Hathersage station then, and waiting for the next train, which is going to take us to another Hope Valley railway station. And again, I'm only expecting to be on the train for maybe 2 or 3 minutes. Just remembered as well that our next destination, Bamford, we have to get in the first 2 carriages because there's work going on the platforms.
I feel like once you've been to one place
Well, that's lovely artwork. A big welcome to everyone in Bamford. And let's see how many feet we are above sea level here. Oh, only 495. Let's go and have a quick exploration around Bamford railway station. I used the word exploration there, and the other day I noticed that artificial intelligence is telling people that the Mike's Missions site is run by an explorer. Mike, that's me, an explorer. And we know that artificial intelligence never gets anything wrong, does it? So woo, 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 an explorer. That's one for the CV. So some work going on here at the station, which is why I had to be in carriage number 1. That looks like the old station master's cottage over there. Here we are. You are here. And Bamford is quite a spread out little village. And the Anglers Rest is run by the local community. And up there, Bamford Edge is mentioned. I'd love to go hiking up there, but unfortunately again, even though I've packed my hiking boots alongside the Speedos, we're subject to time constraints today, so Bamford Edge will have to wait as well. Bamford railway station. Let's look the other way. Oh, we're just in time. Look, there's a train coming. What a beautiful scene that is. The hill straight ahead is Loose Hill, and the one over towards the right is Win Hill. Well, you win some and you lose some. Well, the main village is up that direction, past these motorcyclists, but we're going to head the other way because I know down here there's a little venue I can call in for some refreshment. Well, I must have driven past this old toll gate hundreds of times, but never bothered to stop to take a close look. Let's go and see what it says. Mythen Bridge toll gate dates back to the 18th century. They're huge pieces of stone. Look at those. Apologies if any loud sneezes interrupt this particular mic's mission, but the temperature's rising and these trees are full of pollen, and I've just been reminded about hay fever. I found a nice scenic spot here in Bamford for my lunch, so cheers. Apologies for not showing you any more of beautiful Bamford, but I've just finished my snack break and it's already time to head back to the station for my next train. The sun's gone in for the time being, but maybe it'll return at our next destination. We can hope. Nice little community garden here at Bamford. Back at the station now, but I found myself on the wrong platform. Let's have a look here while we're here. Guess what day it is in Bamford? It's bin day.
This is a Northern train to Manchester Piccadilly. The next station will be Home.
Our next station, Hope. artwork here by Theo Rogers. Lovely Theo. And we said we were going to Hope for some sunshine in Hope, and the sun's coming out again. What a nice, neat and tidy station this one is. Oh, and height above sea level, 561 feet here. This is not Theo's work. Hope Primary School. Well done, Hope Primary School. Half a mile to Hope Village. Shall we attempt it? Yeah, let's have a go. We can get there and back in an hour, plenty of time. We could borrow one of those. Oh no, maybe not. Proudly flying here in the village of Hope is the flag of Derbyshire. The next village along this valley is Castleton. So does that make it the village beyond Hope? Beautiful cottages here with wisteria and climbing roses. That's a mighty impressive war memorial for a little village like Hope. I'm ridiculously thirsty now, and look, there's a beer and cider festival at the Old Hall pub. But guess what? It's time to turn around and get back to the station. I'll have to make up for it at our fifth and final Hope Valley station. I'm walking away from a beer festival. Never mind. We'll have a quick glimpse of the church across the road. More than 100 years ago, a fatal railway accident here. 3 people killed, 14 injured in a collision. So our adventure in the Hope Valley today started in Grindleford, then Hathersage, then on to Bamford, and here at Hope, and one more to go, and that's Edale, where I'm looking to celebrate with a pint of that brown stuff. So I think it's a long journey to Edale. This one's about 5 minutes, I think. All nice and peaceful here in the Hope Valley today, and look who's just turned up. Wow.
Tricky Travs. Tricky Travs on tour again.
So whereabouts are you lot from then?
Round here.
Oh, around here.
Bradwell.
Yeah.
So everyone dresses like this in Bradwell, do they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're lucky.
Yeah. So what's the occasion?
We're going to the darts in Sheffield.
Going to the darts?
Yeah.
Wow, that's good. I went to the snooker last week, but I didn't dress up like that. That's great. So we've got
in the league though.
yeah. So we've got Del Boy on one end of the gang here, and then we've got royalty on the other, and everything in between. So have a great night out with the darts. I'll look out for you on telly. Cheers. Bye. So after stopping to talk to my new friends, the darts fans, almost missed their train on platform 2. And here's my train coming in on platform 1. It is a busy afternoon at Hope Station.
The next station will be Edale.
We've made it to Edale. Let's have a little look around the station here, up and down this platform, and then it's time for a proper lunch. Oh, and we've got to check the height above sea level, of course. Height above sea level here at Edale, we've climbed to 804 feet. And the trains from here, they continue on to Chinley and then eventually on to Manchester. Of course now it's called the Hope Valley line, but originally it was called the Dore and Chinley line. Edale is famous for being the start of the massive Pennine Way. As I mentioned, only got an hour here today, so we'll not be setting foot on any long trails. Cheers. It's bin day in beautiful Edale. Well, they're very neat. It's a lovely row of bins. Well done, Edale. Oh, and a grit bin. Bins galore, look. Why is it that wherever Mike's Missions goes, it's bin day? There are some fabulous properties here at Edale. I think I could live in this village. Thanks for coming with me today on today's mission, exploring the 5 railway stations of the Hope Valley. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please subscribe and check out our back catalogue as well on Mike's Missions and see what other crazy missions we've been up to. Thanks a lot. Thanks for watching. Bye.